Ron and Samantha here with a perfectly imperfect marriage. And today's topic is one that is so impactful for not just married couples, really, but for everybody. What are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about forgiveness. And really, this is going to help us dig into conflict resolution as well, because forgiveness is a hard topic for some people. Sometimes we forgive, sometimes we hold grudges, sometimes we fight, sometimes we battle. And so we want to really dig into how do we forgive? How do we let go?
And, it's one of those things that often it's easier said than done and definitely takes some practice, some spiritual maturity, some emotional maturity. In order to truly forgive, there's got to be some growth happening. Um, but it's also not just offering forgiveness when there's been an infraction so that you can grow together. It's about receiving forgiveness, and it's about, letting some pride go so that you can receive forgiveness when it's offered to you as well, to facilitate the healthy relationship and the growth that you really are chasing in your marriage.
And I think we need to do a little self evaluation. Are we holding any grudges towards anyone, really, like you said, in your marriage, friendships, coworkers, family, like extended family? It's easy to say that you forgive somebody, but you'll know if you really forgive somebody by your actions and your words.
Often, unforgiveness is a prison. Forgiveness is really for you as the forgiver, really more so than it is for the individual being forgiven. Now, I mean, there's a great benefit to them as well, but it's to lighten the load on you. Now, and like Samantha said, I mean, once forgiveness happens, you will not only feel that weight lifted off, but the the relationship may not be repaired. Forgiveness doesn't always mean forgetting, and it doesn't mean that everything's resolved in the moment, but it creates a path where healing and growth can happen.
And I love how you said that. Forgiveness doesn't mean you forget, because I'm sure you've heard forgive and forget at some point in your life. And it's easy to say that, but depending on what it is, you may not forget, but you do have to release that person from the grudge that you could be holding, the non forgiveness. That way you can move forward with peace.
Absolutely. And again, that's forgiveness in the marriage is a little different than forgiveness, say, in the workplace. But forgiveness here has to happen, both giving and receiving, in order to ensure that healthy growth, healthy communication, that trust, emotional intimacy, that all of these things have the opportunity to foster. You know, we're a team, shoulder to shoulder. I'm sure you've heard us say this before, shoulder to shoulder. And it's so much easier to walk through life shoulder to shoulder when you're not carrying all of the extra weight of unforgiveness.
And if you are carrying that weight, then it's going to lead to fighting and conflict that is going to really hurt the atmosphere in your home, whether around your kids, people that come into your house. It's going to be noticeable. And we're not saying that it's easy to just forgive, right away. It does take intentional steps day by day that you have to pray about. If you're a journaler, you can journal about it. You can seek out somebody who is a spiritual advisor in your life to help guide you through and pray with you over it. It is going to be something very intentional that you're going to have to do.
And that was the word there, intentional. It often, the words "I forgive you" are powerful, but really, there are steps that you as the forgiver likely are going to need to take in order to actually leave that weight behind. And I think you hit on the biggies. You want to pray about it. You want to find somebody, whether it's accountability partner or a counselor, a pastor, to talk to about it, as well as, journaling is a great exercise if you are a journaler. If not, talking it out with somebody, or even, after prayer, for example, I love sitting on the beach by the ocean. If nature is your thing, just find a spot and go and commune with Holy Spirit, with God a little bit, to work through the perceived hurt and what is required to forgive.
And, you may or may not have seen our videos where we talk a little bit about our backstory. And it took us some time to get through some of the hurt in our relationship. Years later, we can look back at that now and see that where we were saying we were forgiving for a while there was still some grudge holding going on, which was dampening, putting a damper on our relationship.
Absolutely.
The forgiveness wasn't quite there yet, but now we are forgiven.
And, I was definitely really good at holding grudges and bringing up the past every time we had a disagreement. And that is certainly not healthy when it comes to conflict resolution. But not only conflict resolution, healthy argument habits. You're going to fight.
Yes.
And there's no getting around that. So, one of the things that we've talked about in the past, and I'm sure we're going to talk about in the future, is the tactic of pre-deciding.
You've never talked about that before.
Never. So, pre-deciding is, that this scenario is going to happen. It's going to come up. So we're going to pre-decide now how we're going to handle that when it happens. So, when tempers are getting hot, we agree to, not name call and not bring up the past. We're only going to focus on whatever the topic is at hand. Or we are going to pre-decide that within a whatever 24-hour window, 12-hour window, after having a heated, not fun conversation, that we're going to come back together and we're going to work through the steps of forgiveness so that we can get that ball rolling sooner rather than later and facilitate that healing immediately.
And you really touched on something good there. I'd like to point out.
I'm sure I did.
Is looking back. And it's really important that if you're going to forgive, you can't keep beating the dead horse, so to speak. You can't keep going back to whatever that was that caused the hurt, because you're past it now. And if you're working to stay together, to strengthen your marriage, to give forgiveness, to receive forgiveness, then you can't be constantly revisiting whatever the hurt was from the past. You can't change it. You can only move forward. And that's one of our big things in our coaching, is that we want to meet everybody where they are, and let's put it out on the table, whatever the hurt was, whatever the problems are, wherever it came from, and then let's move forward, because the future is where it's at, not the past.
And a couple things to that. You can't heal what you keep in the dark. So whatever the infraction is needs to be brought to the light. Absolutely. Yep. And much of what we're talking about is specific to spouses. Forgiveness with a coworker or a parent or a sibling or, a close relative may require creating some boundaries, which is different than much of what we're talking about here. I mean, here we're looking to push through the infraction and get to the healing sooner rather than later, and take whatever action steps need to be taken so that we can begin the healing process as quickly as possible, so we can get past the infraction and continue to grow together.
And look, we know, again, we said this already earlier in this video, it's not easy, but it is possible. And that's why we really have a heart for making these videos, to help walk you through these. And we cannot possibly give you every single step in these videos, little 10-minute videos. But here, we'd like to give you one step to walk away with. And that is this: the challenge.
It's the challenge. And before we get to the challenge, Samantha really just hit it on the head. I mean, this is really just a very superficial 10,000 foot overview. We do go much deeper into this topic, but we just wanted to encourage you to understand and know that there is healing in forgiveness.
Mhm.
There's power in forgiveness. You are both capable to offer forgiveness as well as receive forgiveness. And not only are we going to make some more videos on this, but that we want you to be encouraged.
Yes. And like the sign behind us says, anchored in love, guided by the King. You have, if you don't know, have already been forgiven by the most important, Jesus. God has forgiven you, and Jesus came to show us that. So I just wanted to throw that little nugget in there. If you don't know, you are already forgiven. So, challenge.
Let's hear it. What you got?
Okay, so this week, the challenge is just a self-reflection. Are you harboring any unforgiveness for your spouse? And you may not know this right off the top of your head, or you may know it right off the top of your head. But either way, sit in some quiet, contemplative prayer with that question. God, am I harboring any unforgiveness? Please reveal it to me. And then start walking forward from there. And he'll show you the way.
Absolutely.
We hope that you will join us next time. I feel like there should be some snazzy music right here. Oh yeah. Give us a like. Drop any questions in the comments. And if you ever want to reach out to us, we'd love to hear from you at hello@aperfectlyimperfectmarriage.com. We love you guys.
See you next time.
See you next time.